No one expects to have a stroke. Even if you have it in your family, like I did, no one expects to have a stroke. So you have a stroke, you go to hospital, you're discharged back home. Everyone will try and do things as they did before, as best they can. And that's when things become difficult for the majority of people because they can't do things that they did before, and that's when frustration builds in, irritability comes in, growing anxiety, growing depression, anger at times, interpersonal problems, relationship changes, cognitive change on top of that. We have memory problems, attention difficulties, emotional management problems, and the snowball effects can occur then, and you end up with quite complicated problems.
I left school when I was 14 on a Friday, and I worked every day till this happened to me when I was 59 years of age. Oh, it's changed my life. It completely changed my life. It's left me with nerve damage in my left foot, and this right there left hand is weak. Plus, I'm always anxious. Well, when I had the stroke, I wasn't emotional. It's only like maybe 12 months down the line, this all happened. I didn't know what was happening to me, you know what I mean? Oh, I always cry now. Very, very emotional. Never cried in my life before this.
The Emotional Support Service with the Stroke Association is a counselling service that offers one-to-one counselling with stroke survivors, families and or carers. It's a time for the client to talk about the stroke, how it's affected their lives.
Yeah, I've got more confidence now. Because before I wouldn't go out the door. Now I'll go out for a walk with my wife and the kids. Before they had counselling, I wouldn't do none of that.
Following the sessions, the counselling sessions, we may have talked through those sessions about what they would like to do when the sessions end. Quite often we refer our stroke survivors and families into peer support groups, local community groups, any activities that we've got running throughout the Stroke Association. We can, sometimes it's about going back to work as well. We can talk about the confidence building that will help them facilitate going back into work as well. So it doesn't just end with the Stroke Association Emotional Support Service, it carries on.
There's now a much stronger drive towards treating people's emotional and mental health well-being as importantly as their physical well-being following an illness. The Emotional Support Service fits into our local pathway as part of the whole recovery package, which is pulled together by the Liverpool Stroke Recovery Partnership. We measure people's anxiety and depression scores at the start of the sessions and then again at the end. And 100% of the people who've used that service, that is every single service user, have shown an improvement.
The Emotional Support Service is an important part of a pathway of care that is needed to support the recovery post-stroke. Psychological and emotional support services are vital on people's ongoing recovery following stroke. The ideal is to have things joined up, to have access to a pathway that provides both and works in tandem and collaboration as we do here, and that's what works.
I would definitely recommend the Stroke Association because it really helps you and don't suffer in silence.
If you want to know more about our emotional support service, visit stroke.org.uk/emotional support.